abalimi baffe bulijjo bingi nnyo ebibuuzo bye mutubuuza ate bino ebintu ebya financial services bangi nnyo mulima ne mutafuna use nnungi ne mutafuna products nnungi ng'abamu mukaaba ebyensimbi ate n'ebintu ebimu ebyuma ebirima kye tuyita mechanization mu kulima trainings n'ebintu ebirala kubanga ebiseera ebisinga tukizudde nti abalimi baffe ebintu bye twagala okufuna oluusi bitulemerera naye nga lwakubanga waliwo ebintu bye tutakoze ekyo nkiddamu nti waliwo ebintu bye tutakola okulaba nga ate tufuna ekyo kye tuba tukola ki kye tuba twetaaga kati nno olwaleero nkwaniriza ku programu eno Farming the Future wano ku mpewo za Res TV ku ssaawa zino 5 olwaleero tutunuulidde bannaffe aba Africa Agri Business Services bano nno olwaleero bwe tugenda okuba nga tutambula nabo mu programu eno bingi bye tugenda okuba nga tukubuulira bingi bye bakuleetedde tugenda kutunuulira ofuna otya training entuufu ofuna otya financial support gwe ng'omulimi ofuna otya kye tuyita mechanization okulaba nga ebyuma bino ebisinga bangi mubadde mubitubuuza naye olwaleero tugenda kuba nga twegatta ku bagugu basobole okuba nga ate batusomesa batubuulire biki bye tulina okukola tulina kulima tutya okulaba nga ate tufuna mu bintu bino tovaawo kankuwa bakulu.
Is my name. I'm the team leader at Africa Agri Business Services Limited. We're an agriculture company that was started in 2013. We've done projects in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan. We've been supporting farmers mainly. We're a smallholder farmer-focused entity, but also we support SMEs and aggregators in agriculture. We basically do three things. The first thing we do is we support access to finance for smallholder farmers and even for SMEs that need bigger finance. We supported a farmer outgrower scheme of 30,000 farmers in coffee, grains, and in oilseeds in central Uganda, eastern Uganda, and northern Uganda. So we supported them to open up accounts and apply loans from financial institutions, and that finance, through that they were able to purchase inputs and also access labor and also mechanization in terms of tractors and whatever equipment that they required. The second thing that we do is access to mechanization. There's a farmer access project that we are running currently in partnership with Hello Tractor, where farmers and cooperatives are able to access tractors and tractor services through subsidized means and requirements as compared to some of the stringent requirements that farmers were not able to meet. So we also manufacture machinery, which includes silos, processing equipment, post-harvest handling equipment like threshers, like equipment that they use to handle the grain and the produce that they get from their farms. So we provide that for grains, oilseeds, coffee. So we do equipment like coffee hullers, like coffee processing equipment, like roasters, like things that remove the husks. We are able to supply that. Then the last thing we do is skills impartation programs. So we do trainings of farmers like financial literacy trainings, good agricultural practices, greenhouse farming, modern farming, post-harvest handling, gender aspects of agriculture. So through that we provide the skills that farmers need to be able to become effective producers. So as an entity we support the transformation of farmers from traditional agriculture, which has been mainly subsistence, into agribusiness. With agribusiness, farmers understand their costs and the inputs that they have to put in their production process. things like fertilizers, things like modern agricultural practices, things like use of mechanization like tractors, basically to boost their production so that they are able to produce substantially and also make enough income and transform their lives. So overall, as an entity, we support access to finance, we provide mechanization solutions, and then we do skills impartation programs for farmers. So all that we do basically is to enable the farmer increases incomes and make the shift from subsistence agriculture to viable agribusiness. So that is what we do as an entity. We've been operating since 2013 and we are still going strong. We are supporting a number of farmers, SMEs and entities, and we look forward to serving you. Our model as an organization is to address the core farmer challenges. The first biggest challenge of a farmer is access to finance. A farmer who cannot access finance is not able to buy the right seedlings, is not able to get the right breed of a chicken or an animal, is not able to buy fertilizer, is not able to buy pesticide, and is not able to access the market. So the first challenge that we try to address is access to finance. When a farmer has finance, he's able to get the right inputs that are required, he's able to produce and sell to the right market. The second challenge is access to mechanization. Many of our farmers who have large chunks of land are unable to till the land because today most of the children are going to school, so they cannot use family labor. So through our mechanization program, smallholder farmers are able to access tractors. So you find a farmer who has been operating on half an acre now can operate on 5 acres because he can access tractors. Even on the mechanization side of things, we are providing value addition equipment like oil presses, like hulling machine, like grinders, and through this a farmer is able to add value to his produce. And so even the storage challenges, we are providing silos where they can store their produce and wait for a time when the price has gone up. So the last challenge that farmers are facing is skills. They do not lack the skills, the good agricultural practices skills, when to apply fertilizer, when to prune, when to harvest the crop, when to apply a certain pesticide. So those are the practices that they are taught. And even the irrigation solutions, when to apply water, what quantity of water is required, all that are the skills that we impart in farmers. So those are basically the challenges that we address. You see, farming is a business. It's not just it's no longer a subsistence way of doing things. So you must know how much money you've spent in buying the seeds, in buying the inputs, in the labor. I know many people think when you use your child or your family as labor, it's not a cost. No, it is a cost which the farmer must evaluate. You must also understand the market, understand if you should sell a primary product right from the farm at farm gate, or you should go, for example, you should take your maize, hull it, and then grind it and then sell the portion. So understand the value chain so that you increase your incomes that you earn from your product of the farm. That is my advice.
mwebaleko abantu baffe abanyangange bampita Lumanyoha Innocent nkola wano mu company yaffe gye bayita Africa Agri Business Services Limited, company y'abalimi nga tugezaako okulaba nti we are doing farming, but we are trying to do it in a modern way, but also in a developmental way, and making sure that it's being done as a business, just as you hear the word agri business. So it is not just agriculture, but it's agriculture as a business. Company eno twagitandika mu 2013. Fenga abantu ba bulijjo twali balimi nga twagala okulima, nga twakava mu ssomero, nga twagala ogezaako okulaba nti we are able to make ends meet, and also support those that we have to support, and those that are dependent on us. So twatandika nga abalimi naye nga mu kutandika twafunamu obuzibu bungi. Before, actually, this is prior to the existence of the organization, we realized that there is a gap in terms of advisory and support in this country. And by that I mean that waliwo abantu bangi abali technical, abantu abasomye, naye nga abo abasinga they concentrate on the agricultural side of farming, but they do not really emphasize or understand the aspect of doing farming as a business. Netusalawo netugamba our background for abasinga twasoma normal business courses. For example, personally, I studied business administration, and then I went on to do a master's in project management. And since then, that knowledge etuyambye nnyo olwakuba ebintu ebisinga byetukola bibanga project etubirwamu nnyo, tetusobola twala myaka ezisukka 5 mu project emu. Tulina okulaba nti tukola project tetugimaliriza, tulabe nti targets zetwasettinga twazimitinze, ate nga abantu betukoledde basanyufu, nga basobola otuwa a form of appraisal or recommendation after the work we've done. So we make sure there's an element of impact, we make sure there's an element of tracking and satisfaction of the clients. And that brings us back to who are our clients. Given the history, we have been very strong on our impact with smallholder farmers. But smallholder farmers at the end of the day are not necessarily our clients, but we see to it that we reach them directly or indirectly, so that all our interventions are able to dig deep and have a bottom to top relationship in terms of how we reach out to the farmers, the daily farmer, the smallholder farmer, the person who's trying to make a transition from subsistence farming to agribusiness, which I'm sure most people would know. A subsistence farmer y'omuntu nga mulimi naye nga byalima just byakulira waka, ayinawo ebijanjalo, ayinawo omuceere naye nga tatunda. At the end of the day ayinawo kasooli. It's the family that benefits. So you find that many of these people have land, they have labor, which is normally their children or their neighbors or their nephews. You know, as Africans, we have extended families. Tulaba nti tusobayigiriza no balaga ebikojoba engeri gye basobola okukozesa ettaka gye bayina, or the different resources to expand and also be able to contribute to the national food basket by selling the food and selling it to the right market at the right price and in the right quality, so that at the end of the day wemba nima bijanjalo olina okumanya nti I might have beans, but my neighbor has a goat. But how do I see to it that I can have a balanced diet and have my kids healthy? It's if I sell my beans to my neighbor and I'm able to buy meat that my neighbor has sold. So we try to give them the ability to really expand their finances and see to it that they can afford these different form of things and have a balanced diet and healthy people. How are we doing that? How are we doing this? We've been doing this through a number of ways, and this is one through our services. Which services we've been doing a lot of access to finance for farmers. We've been doing a lot of investment linkages for investors. We've been doing a lot of skills impartation and development, especially in rural areas. And we've done a lot of access to mechanization, which of course has an impact on the yield. We've also been involved in food distribution, and this has been mainly within simple regions. We've done a lot of value chain management that involves a lot of streamlining, understanding and improving different value chains that we've studied over time within different regions. Ekigambo value chain kitegeeza nti a value chain is more like when you look at, for example, bw'ogenda Masaka osanga nti abantu abasinga balima emmwanyi. That is the value chain that's there. If you go maybe to Soroti, osanga nti abasinga balima oilseed, sunflower, millet, grain and things like that. So that is the value chain there. That's what I mean by value chain. So we'll study the value chain, we'll understand the different bottlenecks and come up with solutions that can kind of align these value chains and improve them for the farmers. For example, we've been very strong with the coffee value chain, whereby we've had to build applications, and these applications have helped us profile farmers. And these farmers that we've been profiling, we have about close to 100 data points that we capture. Data points zibanga ebintu byetu ebikwatagana ku mulimi, kwegamba bwe tuba tugenze mu field tufuna omulimi ne tugamba ono ayina ettaka size ki, omuntu ayina ettaka oba ayina abaana bameka, ettaka lirimu yiika meka, wawasula, ayinamu ka side business, ayina edduuka, afuna otya, netukolamuko ka analysis netugamba omanyi ono tuyinza omuyamba otya, engeri ki gye tusobola omuyamba. So we have our, currently as we speak, we are soon launching our microfinance, through which we are planning to finance different farmers and see to it that their needs, which are household needs and inputs and different things across their journey, can be met. Their different needs, as long as they are within our database and we are able to monitor them through our different visits, our different applications and our different field officers. We have a network of about over 100 field officers, about 120, who we call farmer support agents across the nation. And these are people who have been helping us a lot in terms of channeling our services to the smallholder rural farmer who's deep in the village. So we cannot always be there. Yes, we go up country, yes, we visit, yes, we monitor, nayenga tukozesa bano betuyita ba FSA, the farmer support agents, tubakozesa okulaba nti balabirira oba bagendayo ne bafuna ebikwatagana n'abalimi. They give us this information, we profile them, we credit score them, and then we see how we can also finance them at a later date after we've been able to analyze their different situation. So as I had said, as our history, we started as farmers. Atenga mukusoka twalinga, we started as fish farmers. We started with about 8 ponds, and these 8 ponds were about 40 by 20 each. Unfortunately, we tried to expand. We tried to see to it that we can be able to have as much fish as it is in theory. but that wasn't as sustainable as we thought. So we went on to open up a fish hatchery. At one point, we had a fish hatchery with a capacity that could hold as much as we had fingerlings, we had both tilapia and catfish, African catfish, and our capacity as we were able to supply different fish farmers around the country. And in that we go to learn and understand the bottlenecks when it comes to how best to farm fish, and we came to a conclusion that we had to do cages as opposed to ponds. So when we moved to the cages, we were on the lake, of course. We did a few batches at the start. It was quite successful, a lot more productive. We were happy with the output. But then we were still not happy enough, because you might make money, but at the end of the day, how do you help the usual farmer who went through everything, or who is going through everything that you went through? So that's how we sat and said, you know what, we'll come up with Africa Agri Business Services Limited. So I think Jogede Koku access to finance. I would want to talk about our two main products right now, of which the first one is mechanization. Mechanization is basically the element of we've been rolling out a number of machines, simple solutions, simple machines that are common machines that are used in different value chains. That's for grain. We have set up a number of maize mills, turnkey solutions. So we come, we understand the need, we set up the factory, which is the physical facility. Then we'll do all the machinery, Ugandan machinery at that. The machinery is by us. We do all the training, which would mean we'll train the users of the facility, would maintain the facility for a certain period, and then come back again at a later date, if need be, to do maintenance work, to do a lot of trainings for the different farmer groups. We've set up some factories in Mityana as we speak. Minus that, we are also doing some work in the North plan, of which, when you look at agriculture in Uganda, mechanization is something that has not been taken up a lot. Kigambo mechanization kitegeeza nti okozesa machines ezisobola okuyamba nti kulaba nti input egenda nga yeeyongera, ate nga speed y'okukola ebintu. Machines nga tractors, simple machines for even milling, that is all part of mechanization. Zino zetutera okukozesa mu kasooli, zetukozesa mu simple production lines. So we've been able to build these machines for Ababikola at a very, very good rate, because at the end of the day, our aim is to see to it that there is an impact, and there is the smallholder farmer that's able to access and use these machines. With the tractors, when you look at the average cost of using human labor in Uganda per acre, okulaba nti okozesa abantu, bw'oba olina ennimiro ng'oyagala okukozesa abantu mu kulima, for example, oba oyagala probably to prepare your garden, yeah, and maybe you're going to either harrow or do an activity that requires you to turn the soil. You will notice that you will spend almost twice as much money on human labor as opposed to if you had a tractor. Nenga abantu abasinga ekizibu tekiri nti tebaagala kukozesa tractor, naye nga just tractor teriiwo. Bwebanga weeri, bonna baagala gikozesa lumu nga season yakatandika. So we have a number of projects whereby we are seeing to it that people can access tractors, and also the different tractor owners, of course, do not have all implements. We try to see to it that we can have them access the different implements that they will need at the right time, because you'll find that someone may be at some point during the harvest point, the person will need to transport, and they do not have the implement, or they would need a planter, or they would need a boom sprayer at some point. So we have these interventions whereby we are trying to see that we can provide these different implements at a reasonable cost and within their region, so that they can have access to it. So with the tractors, you find that it's a lot more expensive to use human beings, and yet it's not as effective and it's not as fast than using, say, a tractor. So abantu abasinga, it's not even a mindset thing. Abasinga bali bagamba nti abantu bakyali mabega, endowooza yaabwe ginokyuka kina nga abantu abasinga bakimanyi nti tractor ekola naye nga just tebagirina, obanga weeri time gye baagala ogikozesa tebasobola gikozesa kubanga buli omu aba agyetaaga obudde bwa season. So we've seen to it that we for example, this year alone, we've been able to finance 16 tractors through our partnership with Heifer and Hello Tractor, and these tractors have gone to different regions. We have Zirobe, we have Soroti, we have Lira, we have Dokolo, we have Amuru. So it's not just seeing to it that different regions are accessing tractors, but also different farmers and different groups of people, different categories. There are some women, I could say 40% of the people that are accessing these tractors are women. Minus that, we've run so many support programs when it comes to skills impartation, and by that I mean good agricultural practices, financial literacy, farming as a business, and different trainings that affect different value chains. We've seen to it that we can train our farmers. We have a database of over 30,000 farmers, and these farmers are people that we've been supporting over time, people that we are in touch with, and people that we are working with. We've been working a lot through what we call cooperatives, or DCs, district committees, because we want to work through the already established structure, so that we can support those farmers who have been contributing positively, not just in terms of farming, but also in terms of impact and supporting their communities. So a lot of our database is through these DC networks or cooperative networks that we've developed and supported over time. And these are people who we've been working with. We've got to learn them, we've got to know their needs in terms of along the season. If they need inputs, we'll help them access inputs. We'll probably have them make a list. We go out there, we purchase these inputs, we deliver, and see to it that they have them not just at the right time, but also at the right price. And maybe it comes in as, say, an input loan. That's with AAF. AAF is Africa Agri Business Finance. It's our microfinance that we are launching. It's been registered, it's just not officially been launched. And we are trying to see how we can support these farmers and have a proper impact, not just. We are launching in 3 regions. That's Gulu, Soroti, and Mitiana for starters. We'll definitely expand further, but for now those are the regions whereby we felt more viability and more of a foundation as of now in terms of where we could start.
Ndowooza omukugu okyamuwulira kyagenda mu maaso kubanga ate akusomesa ebintu ebyenjawulo. Nkyali naye omukulu Innocent okuva mu Africa Agri Business Services agenda mu maaso kubanga ate akubuulira ebintu ebyenjawulo bingi nnyo bye tubadde tumanyi abalimi tukkirize tugaane nti ate nga twetaaga okubanga tubimanya okulaba nga naffe tuimprovinga ennima yaffe ate n'okufuna ebintu ebirungi tusobole okubanga naffe twebalira mu balimi kubanga twebalira mu balimi naye nga mu butuufu tetuli balimi kubanga okulima tetukufudde mulimu naye ebintu ebyenjawulo ebyenjawulo byagenze mu maaso okubanga ate akusomesa bintu bingi bye bakoze, bantu bangi be bayambye, era nga akugamba nti waliwo obujulizi abantu be bayambye, era nga basobodde okubanga ate baddewo nga balaba nti bavudde ku ddaala eryo erisooka ate okubanga bagenze ku ddaala eddala. Omukugu akyagenda mu maaso okubanga ate atubuulira biki ebirala bye bakola. Gwe beerawo nga weekuumirako, tukomawo.
Company Africa Agri Business Services Limited has been an organization that has been providing a lot of financial support, a lot of training, a lot of skills impartation and mechanization, plus technological solutions to different farmers within the region. And by that I mean applications, I mean systems, I mean feasibility studies, I mean technical advice and support in any form. And this has always been done by the team, but at the end of the day the team is not just the directors or the management that you see, but it is comprised of technical people. By that I mean there are people that know how to do, say, tractor repairs, that know how to do installations of telematics units, which is one of our products. I'll elaborate on that. There are people that are agronomists who are very important. They are more or less the backbone. They are the technical people that provide advice to our clients, provide advice to us, and point us in the right direction when it comes to making these farming decisions and making sure that we are able to achieve not just the yield, but also the premeditated outcome for our different farm interventions and plans. As an organization, our mission has always been to provide efficient services with integrity, with precision, and see to it that our clients have an everlasting experience and a transformational feel to whatever services we provided to them. We do not want to work with someone and they are the same tomorrow. So there is that impact and transformational element to it. Our vision has always been to make a contribution to the global food basket and see to it that global nutrition is improved, and we are part of that story. Minus that, as a company, our values have been things like integrity. We've been very keen on efficiency, we've been keen on innovation, and also we've continuously been part of the improvement and technological solutions, especially within the space of agriculture, because we have a very vibrant team, a number of young people. There are those who have the experience, because if you look at the actual team, you'd see that we have over 30 years of Pan-African experience within our team. And those are the people that we've been working with, and these are people who are helping us deliver a satisfactory experience and service to our clientele. That brings me to the question who our clients are. Our clients are individuals, both smallholder and large-scale farmers. Our clients are also multinationals, especially different people or organizations that are trying to either have an impact in the farming space or set foot in the local space within Uganda. We've been privileged to work within Uganda. We've worked within Kenya. We've worked in Tanzania. We've done some work in the US, we've done work in North Sudan, South Sudan, we've done work in Netherlands as well. So we've been lucky to work with different people in different regions and have the experience of how agribusiness is being done around the world. We've done value chain analysis in different places. We've done a lot of trainings in different regions. We've been privileged to train over 50,000 people around the country, either directly or indirectly through our agents or through our official staff. We've also been able to have an impact and have different people who can come and testify on the impact of the work that we've been doing over time.
My name is James, a farmer from Tororo. I have been so privileged to be invited for this training of agri-entrepreneurs that was organized by Africa Agri Business Services Limited and supported by Opportunity International. This training has taught me many things. First and foremost, yesterday, being our first day, we learned about financial management, and I discovered that we've been using and wasting a lot of resources out there in terms of money. We've not been keeping track of our finances, how we have been spending it. And today, we also learned about the pests and diseases, how we can do farming in a better way, in a smart way, that can give us more yields and earn more money. This training has been so good, and what I expected from this training surely was to learn more about the pest management, which the training has really met. It has really hit the area where I needed most.
I thank the supporters of this trainers, because they have learned so much in this training too. Because yesterday we started with how to manage our finance, because with the farmers we were not knowing how to handle our money. If we sell our products, we just misuse them anyhow. But we have learned how to save and how to manage it. And today being the second day, I've learned a lot because they've taught us about controlling pests and diseases. Because in Kitgum, people don't know anyway how to control the pests and diseases. So we have been getting losses. But today I know what I've learned from this training today will change our lives as the farmers in Kitgum. I urge the supporters to continue with this training so that the other farmers out there can also benefit from it.
Hello, my name is Donald Nzengana from Burundi, and I have come in Africa Services, Agri Business Services Limited, to learn via a platform which is available for youth, first of all, and agriculture. Actually, we are facing a lot of uncertainty in the field, and we are not getting enough return for the agriculture. So I encourage the youth generation, agriculture, to come work together for our future. Thank you so much.
My name is Terido Nwambuga. I'm a young farmer, and I was privileged to attend an agri business training sponsored by Opportunity Uganda and facilitated by Africa Agri Business Services Limited.
My name is Gumi Emmanuel. I'm here for the entrepreneurship training, which have been organized by Africa Agri Business Services together with Opportunity International. We thank them so much for this opportunity, and we have really benefited so much, especially in this first training. We have learned so much about our financial management issues and how to manage our loans, especially. We have been so fearful about loans, but they have given us so much confidence about loan management, how to negotiate loan terms, and how to be able to pay back loan repayments.
My name is Jennifer Luawe. I'm here at Kumanga to attend the entrepreneurship training delivered by Africa Agri Business Services. And so far so good. Today was really amazing, learning about the loan, getting out that fear. As a farmer, we always think the loan is scary. When someone mentions the loan, we want to take off. But after today, I'm confident I can work in a bank, I can negotiate. I know the bank is not a scary place. I can negotiate, I can determine when to get the loan, and I'm really excited about that. I would want to give that a try.
Amongst our services, we have things like we've been doing a lot of project business plans. We've been helping set up different farming entities for farmers. We've been doing feasibility studies. We've done training programs, as I had said already. Agency services, whereby we've been acting on behalf of different multinational organizations around the world. We've also done food distribution. We've also had management services, whereby we look at your establishment, agriculture establishment, and align certain systems and see to it that you're able to achieve more and achieve them more efficiently and at a less cost, because it has to be cost effective at the end of the day if it's a business. There's been a lot of investment facilitation. We've had digital agribusiness solutions. For example, we have an application called AgriStart. AgriStart not only profiles farmers, it has a database of farmers, but it also helps manage and make decisions in terms of financial decisions, agribusiness decisions. For example, we have our different people on the platform who log in information when it comes to trainings that they've conducted or trainings that they've attended. So we're able to know that so and so attended a training under this agent of ours, or this farmer support agent who has been helping them. So we'll know how many trainings they attended, and by that we'll be able to gauge how much support that person has been receiving from our agent. And in the same way, our agent is also able to track how much work that they are doing. And at the end of the day, we remit, or we award our agents with a certain amount that keeps them going, and it's more of an appreciation for the work that they've been doing for us. Company yaffe ekola nnyo trainings ez'abalimi, and trainings mubamu okuyigiriza abalimi good agricultural practices, that is GAP, kulaba nti buli kimu kye balima buli we bali balina okumanya nti bakozesa practices entuufu eziri recommended eziva ku agronomist yennyini. So we make sure we monitor, we advise, and we provide this information to our agronomists, and we support farmers to see that they are able to achieve the yields that they deserve and the yields that they would love to achieve through practicing the right agricultural methods and practices. Minus that, we've also been able to do a lot of financial literacy. Financial literacy kitegeezwa nti okusoma ebintu ebikwatagana ku ssente, kubanga balimi abasinga balima bateekamu ssente naye nga tebamanyi meka ze bajjamu, tebamanyi meka ze bataddemu, tebasobola kukola eyo analysis. Naye nga tugezaako bayigiriza simple solutions and simple techniques of bookkeeping, okulaba nti buli kimu kye bateekamu basobola kiwandiika, basobola kibala. Then of course mubamu ebintu ebimu ebiri confusing. For example, waliwo ekijimusa kyogula n'okikozesa for maybe on 1 acre or 2 acres, naye nga tugezaako okubayamba oba okubasupporting okulaba nti babala bulungi ne bamanya nti bakozesa ekintu kyenkana ki for example per acre, because we always use an acre as a standard unit. Bamanye meka ze bateekamu, then basobola okubala meka ze balina okugyamu. So it also helps them plan and know their revenue earnings, and also know how much that they are spending on their farm. So that's one bit of financial literacy. We've also been able to train farmers on farming as a business. Kubanga balimi abasinga bakulanga bazadde baabwe nga balimi, naye nga bo nga balima naye emmere gye balima just ya waka. So we teach farmers that you can't just do subsistence farming. Tosobola kulima nga mmere gy'olimye ya waka, ogenda giriira waka weka, ogenda kuwaako neighbor nedda. Tugezaako okulaba nti you commercialize your farm, you expand, and we train you on how, not just the methods, but also the ways in which you can make use of your land and your resources by either using the right inputs, using the right seed, and also we can show you different methods. For example, intercropping. Kubanga ogenda okulaba nti abantu abasinga baagala nnyo okulima emmere naye nga waliwo cash crops ez'enjawulo ezirimu ssente. Ogenda olaba waliwo abantu, for example, abalima vanilla, waliwo abantu abalima emmwanyi, waliwo abantu abalima ebintu byetaaga value addition, but at the end of the day they are always thinking more about food crops, because those are easy to sell and easy to consume. Kwegamba balima naye nga balina plan B, banga katale tebakamanyi, tebamanyi bwabwe basobola okutunda cash crops zaabwe, ate ekirala balinamu ka uncertainty because they do not have the information and the skills to properly grow these crops. So we come and we train them on that. Another simple solution that we've always done is training farmers on simple value addition methods. Simple ways to properly, for example, if it is coffee, simple ways to dry your coffee. Very simple solution that will help you, one, produce better quality, two, also be able to maximize your production. Because ogenda sanga nti omulimi yajeyo emmwanyi naye nga yagitadde mu ttaka, and already the value is going down. So there are things like you train them, you advise them either to set up a slab, or we could maybe help them have tarpaulins and dry their coffee safely, and see to it that they get money out of the product other than just having it in soil and they don't get the right money out of it. So that is the element of value addition. We've always advised on value addition. We've gone further even to create machinery for value addition. We simple machinery, for example, an oil press that can help you get oil out of, say, your grain, your flour, sunflower, or whatever you're producing. We've been able to create mills for which you'd use for your maize. Those are all forms of value addition, because you'll find that the prices of maize, when you've added value, can double or even triple depending on the period. Bw'olaba bbeeyi y'emmere ekyuka mu bbanga ntono nnyo, oyinza okulaba nti mwezi guno akasooli kali ku 3,000 oba 2,000, kisinziira depending on the market trends. Naye nga 1 month later or 2 months later, the price can double, because the price never really goes down. So that silo will help you store the maize safely in the silo for some time, for the period you want, so that by the time you want to sell, the price has doubled. I think, and that helps farmers earn better and be able to cater for their costs and make bigger margins just within a very short period, because prices are ever changing. So you can always store your grain, and then you get to sell at the right time when you feel like the price is more suitable. Of course, this is a solution that is slightly costly, but the point is, if you're maybe a cooperative, nga muli bangi, it makes sense because muyinza okwegata ne mugigula ne tuginstallinga ne tugimaintaininga. Ogenda okulaba within one season you're making your money back because you're already selling twice the price of the normal grain. So really it is viable, and it's a proper business solution. We've had many clients coming for it, and they've been very happy. They believe that it has helped them because they are not under pressure. They are not scared that their goods are going to get spoiled. Their product, of course, is perishable, but with safe storage, safe from organisms, safe from moisture. They are able to sell as of when they feel comfortable. Minus that also, the machinery that we've been doing for a while, especially mills. We've created those machines. Atenga abantu abasinga kugamba bavayo ne bagamba twetaaga machine ngeno esobola kukola kino na kiri, then we advise you, then we would invoice you or quote. First of all, would quote for you, then upon quoting would rediscuss what we need to come up with, then would invoice, and then would start the work from there. And that is how we've been working with most of our clients who have been ordering machinery. This machinery is dynamic. We have machines for all value chains. Kwegamba muntu yenna aba yagala machine nga, whether it's for avocado, whether the machine is going to be for sim, whatever the case, we have these solutions, and we are helping farmers. We are helping farmers at least access machinery at very affordable prices, and also in a very effective, timely manner. These machines are built within less than 4 weeks, because we have our site, we have our workshop where we've been working, we have our experienced staff who have been building machines for a while, and yes, we've been always serving people and providing this machinery. Those who need catalogs, it's providable. Those who need price lists, those are also providable. We've been doing that for some time. Omulimi waffe owa bulijjo, amagezi gesobola omuwa omulimi wa wansi ali eyo mu kyalo, abali mu byalo n'abali mu kibuga naye nga bagezaako okulima naye nga tebanaba kinyweza bulungi. Njagala nnyo okubategeeza nti okulima kubanga bizinesi eya bulijjo. Buli kimu ky'oteekamu olina okibala, olina okiwandiika. Buli kimu ky'okola, time ky'oteekamu olina okibalira. Yadde leba yadde yiyo yadde ya muntu yenna olina obala nti leba wataddemu leba. Ekirala, abalimi abasinga baagala nnyo okukola, kubanga okukola njawulo. Kubanga bw'oba ogenza ogula for example seedlings, olina okugula ekintu nga kiri quality, nga kituufu. Olina oteekamu right from the beginning. Tewali kusalasala amakubo, shortcuts teziriiwo. Olina okukola ekituufu mu kutandika, n'okinyweza. You give your garden time, you make sure you take care of your garden, and then your garden will take care of you. Ekirala, abalimi abasinga simanyi lwaki tebaagala okusharinga amagezi. Nsaba nnyo abantu abali awo bagezeeko okwogera, oyogereko ne neighbor, oyogereko n'omuntu yenna ali mu kintu ky'olimu, nga si mu mutima mubi naye nga ogezaako okusharinga amagezi, kubanga buli w'ogenda okulima kuba kukyuka, kubaawo ebintu ebipya, kubaawo for example new pests, new diseases ezitawaanya. Ate nga n'okukola research si kibi. Ngezaako okutegeeza abantu oba okusaba abantu nti bakole research, babuuze, boogere, bonna boogere, basharinge ideas. Ate ng'ekirala, the most important thing in farming is before you go to farm, know your market. because at the end of the day yadde oyina ttaani walimye ttaani oba kinaki oba katale we kaliiwo kaba tekaliiwo. So mbadde nsaba timing of the planting olina okulaba nti by the time you're planting you know the time you're going to harvest and you know the details of the market at that time when you're going to harvest. Kubanga okulima kyakyukamuko edda nga tumanyi seasons zonna naye nga seasons zigenda zikyuka, so olina okubala bulungi omanye nti ngenda kulima kino ate ngenda kujjamu zino. Kasita oba nga tobaze ekyo oba market togitegedde ogenda funa obuzibu kubanga ojja beera ne product yo eyinza okulema muki mu nnimiro.
Ankwebaza bwebaza mwe abatandise naffe ku ssaawa eri 5 nga zino zigenda okuwera essaawa 6 kubanga ate tugenda kubanga tubeerekereza. Nsuubira omukugu akukoze bulungi akusomesezza ebintu bingi. Mwabadde batubuuza mu financial support mugifuna mutya, okitegedde bulungi. Nnyo namba zaabwe we ziri wansi awo osobola okubanoonyaako n'obeekwata training ziba zikola. Lwaki oddeeyo ng'olina bye weetaaga waliwo by'otamanyi n'osirika ojja kuganya kulima olime ogamba okulima kuno tetukufunyeemu naye nga mbutuufu teweebuuzizza. Jjukira wano mu Buganda tugamba nti amagezi muliro bwe guzikira ogendako wa neighbor ne weewula totuula awo n'oteebuuza ky'otamanyi. Buuzaako munno asobole okuba nga ate akola ki ng'akubuulira. Bakubuulidde ebyuma babikola ebyuma bingi bino ebikuba kasooli ebikuba ate oil okujja mu bimuli ebyenjawulo bingi nnyo bye tuwulidde. Waliwo ebintu ebimu nange bye mbadde simanyi byenjiza olwaliro naye nga twagamba nti tujja kuba tukunoonyeza abantu abongerako value ku bintu byo by'olima, abantu abongerako omutindo ku bintu byo, abantu kati tukusembereza lwaleero ababyanfuna financial services. Kitegeeza nti lwaki tofune mu kulima mpozi nga gwe ateefuddeeko tusobole twefeeko tusobole okulaba nga mbutuufu abazungu kye bagamba nti farming oba agriculture is the backbone of Africa mbutuufu tube nga ate naffe tukituukiriza. Nkwenda kusiibulira wano naye nga mande ku kamera abaddeyo producer Gita David naye abaayo ate ne Sala Kakooza okusalasala wali ebifaananyi. Tugenda sinkana olw'omukaaga olujja ate nga tukuleetedde ekirala. Weekuumire wano Crest TV namba zaffe zezo osobola tunoonyaako nawe ne tukutuukako n'osobola okuba nga ate osomesa abalimu. Musibe bulungi, mwerabu.